He said, well, Blanco, I've been baptized like 14 times. He said, he said, but it never took.
Today I'm here with the hitmaker Blanco Brown. How you doing, Blanco?
Man, I'm coming along. How you?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you so much for asking. I appreciate being able to chat with a fellow beardsman. I don't often get to do
Man,
that.
when I first got on, I rubbed my beard because I saw yours. I was just like, let me make sure mine is up to par.
Dude, I am primping. Look, I got a comb right here. I'm primping every second until I hit play, like every interview, because I'm like, I want
That's
to make sure
funny.
it looks, nice and neat. And I haven't gotten it trimmed up lately because the person that I went to, she quit and she was the only one I trusted. And I was like,
Yeah,
crap, what am I gonna do now?
I know that feeling. I love that. I love that Jason mask back there.
You like that? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Are you a fan of horror movies, Blanco?
Yes.
Right on. Do you have
I
a
know the
favorite?
guy that I met the guy that designed one of those masks.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I got to hold an original Freddy Krueger glove that he designed.
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna bring my leg up on camera, but I have a Freddy Krueger glove tattoo on my leg.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yep.
That's cool, man. Dude, I really appreciate you taking time to chat today. You just dropped a new single. It's been like a week? I'll Never.
Yep.
It's a
I,
beautiful ballad, man.
man, thank you much. I love the record, man. Like as soon as I wrote it, I was like, this is one of those records that's gonna hold a special place in people's hearts.
Hmm.
Um, and I literally went in the booth in LA and came back out with the whole song. And we filmed it. We filmed it nonstop. That's how quick I wrote the record. It was still rolling from the time I went in. And when I say wrote it, I mean I recorded the vocals at the same time.
Wow. And it was just done.
Yep. I went back in the studio and cut some vocals over for the most part because I just demoed it and I wanted to do it on my Lewitt microphone
Okay.
that I like using, my 640. And yeah.
Dude, I love it because like it transports me back to like those like mid to late 90s ballads, like your strawberry wine or like you're amazed, like it's really got that kind of feel, that kind of emotion to it. And sound wise too, man. That fiddle that's on there.
Oh man. I'm telling you, it was magical in the studio. I went to Nashville and got finished producing the record out. But I started the record with my homies Biscuit and Butter in LA.
Okay.
They named Biscuit and Butter, and for the longest time, I didn't even think about it. I was just like, Biscuit, Butter. And I said, okay, so y'all gonna name me Ham.
That sounds like the makings of a delicious meal right there. I'm delicious
Man, that's
meal.
what I'm trying to tell you. It's a recipe.
I have a question for you. Do you have a favorite like Southern instrument to use in songs? Because the fiddle on that song, and I've heard some amazing banjo on a couple of your other songs, and like harmonica. And I was wondering myself, I was like, I wonder if Blanco has like a favorite that he likes to throw in there.
Spoons.
Okay, I love that out of left field.
Yeah,
That's
I play spoons. I play spoons during my shows. And if you listen to the songs in detail, you hear spoons on just about every song. I play spoons on a lot of stuff.
That's so cool. That's awesome. Did you grow up in like old country churches?
Man, yes. I'm talking about like
Okay.
old
Yep.
Baptist church. I'm talking about
Yep.
the wood creaking and the pool pits and everything.
Yeah.
Old cedar wood walls and yeah.
Yep. No, I know what you feel. I grew up in Western Kentucky, so all of those sounds, I'm like, yeah, those are all familiar. Like I remember them just sitting there, got that tambourine, all that stuff.
Man, it was nothing like being in church and somebody started clapping and then stumping.
Yeah.
And before you know it, everybody's singing.
Yeah.
This old building keeps on leaning. Soul has got to move. I'm talking about going in.
Yes, church, the old
Yeah.
time having church. Do you ever have, this is, I guess, maybe more to sort of crafting. Does your creative ear or like your artist ear and your producer ear, do you ever have conflict there where you're like listening to a track or you're working on something and you think to yourself, like, creatively, artistically, I really want to do this, but production wise, like this?
I'm always breaking the stuff down in my head before I even start.
Okay.
And a lot of the album songs that I worked on for this new project came
Okay.
from voice notes
Okay.
from 2015 all the way up until last year, voice notes that I had on my phone. So I have the original voice notes from 2015 and so on, that comes all the way up to this point. And I think it'd be dope for people to hear like how these ideas started.
Okay. Do,
But
do you have a plan to do that at any point? Maybe share kind of that process?
yes, I'm definitely sharing it. I'm documenting it, and I filmed a lot of it around this time around, just so that people can have that experience to feel like they was there in the process of making it.
Wow.
And I'm talking about from the first idea to the last production, coming to Nashville and working with Chris and his team to produce these records all the way out and tell them exactly what I want, progressions and stuff. But you'll see these records start from a voice note to a piano and just guitar to me adding uh fake drums to going into real drums into the session. That's this whole project.
Wow. Did you, so you've been in recovery from a motorcycle accident. I think people know about
Yes.
that. That was a tragic accident. And so not only that, but we're talking the pandemic too, over this past couple of years. How did all of that shape kind of the way that your musical direction has started to go, or did it just sort of give you time to decide what you want to do?
Yeah, no, it didn't shape the music because my mission statement is and always has been purpose over everything.
Okay.
And I put my purpose for anything.
Wow.
And it's another P word that is so important within the purpose. And I put that before everything also. You can't tarnish my purpose, and if my peace is being messed with, you gotta go to
Oh,
purpose and peace over everything.
yeah.
I won't sacrifice or negotiate one or the other. Um man, so I try to put that in the music. I try to put that in everything I do. So the way my songs and everything have been shaped, they come with a message first. And I always tell people my purpose is bigger than the songs.
It's powerful.
But I'm glad that people get to hear me and hear a glimpse of some of the things that go through my head and the songs that God put on my heart. At the same time, it ain't nothing like coming to see me live and perform these songs. So
Uh-oh.
that's my biggest thing, performing.
Yeah.
And actually, when I'm performing, I'm actually giving a testimony. So I take this stage platform as if I'm in front of a church giving my testimony. I can walk. I've made it through these struggles. I've been through this. Don't dim your light. 10 whiskey and champagne don't mix. Find you another glass of champagne to toast with, because those have always been celebratory ways of the toasting to the chipper things in life. All the way down to being on Parmalee's song, I love you just the way God made you. Everything about my career has been purposeful. Even all the way down to Trap Still Bumping with T.I. If you listen to my verse, I'm breaking it down. I said, growing up in the hood, I was misunderstood.
Yeah.
Just a young black boy with no bank, candidate like 2 doors down, trapped in the back of the same house. I remember the first time I saw a dope sack. I was flipping that Kool-Aid in a Ziploc bag. Project Baby never thought I ever had a chance to change. Look at me now, country superstar doing my thing. Won't he do it? Like, I'm always on that message.
Yep. No, I'm with you. God, well, we're having church right here, Pastor Blanco. the good Reverend. Yeah, Trap Suburban is an amazing song. I really like T.I.'s fried bologna sandwich line, if I'm being honest, because
yes, man.
that's the meal right there, man. Like,
yes,
that's it. Blanco, I want to ask about the legend, the everybody's favorite, Mr. Leslie Jordan. I got my Company's Coming LP right here.
Yeah, I seen that. Man,
he was amazing, and you got to do that song. It was the last thing that he and how very Leslie that it is just the most inspiring and uplifting song to end on, for the curtain to close on. I don't know how better to say that, I guess.
Yeah, man. He was always a bundle of joy. And you would think, like, some of the shows and stuff he's on, that they got him to play this character. But if you was around him, you would know that he's only been himself. They may give him lines, but they haven't changed the essence of who he is on a 24-hour day basis. 24/7. A ball of joy. And I'm talking about one of the coolest guys ever. He told me, he said, well, Blanco, I've been baptized like 14 times. he said, but it never took.
You gotta keep going down in the water.
I said, man, Leslie, you hell. That is hilarious. Man, he was the greatest, like, honestly. And yeah, to shoot a video with him, then 2 weeks later get a call and say, have you heard the news? And you just like, what?
Gosh.
Yeah, I ain't want to hear that.
Yeah.
But I got I have my Leslie and Company jacket that they gifted me.
Oh.
So I haven't even worn it yet. I put it on.
Oh, wow.
And then it was so crazy because during the video set, they gave me his shirts to give to him. And then when I talked to him, I say, I want to keep one of the shirts that you wore in the video to put in the frame with my outfit from the video. He said, whatever, child.
Oh.
So needless to say, when he passed, I have all 3 of his shirts from the video.
Wow.
At my house, and I'm just like, yeah, I was hurt.
Damn.
But I think what I'm gonna end up doing is just frame all 3 of them, and then put his name and stuff over it, and some of his quotes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a really good memorial, really good tribute. Yeah,
man. I'm talking about, like, it's hurtful. So
I can understand.
I just don't. But you never really get used to that, knowing that you can't talk to somebody, or see them at the Grand Ole Opry behind the stage making everybody laugh, or be at a space where you could just be free around him, no judgment zone, everybody just laughing and just living life. In this field, you don't always find yourself being comfortable around artists. A lot of the time, artists got to keep on that persona. You be like, that's not really you. You like to curse, drink a lot, and smoke. I know you. But man, being around Leslie, it was just a ball of joy.
Yeah. He was the light of everything that he touched. I mean, he just shone bright. So I really appreciate you sharing that with me. That's
yeah.
Really cool. Really cool.
you never ask God questions, but I wonder why he did things, but
Mm.
I was trying to figure out why it happened after we did what we set out to do. And Leslie had reached out to me months before, maybe a year before. I be getting that timeline throw me. But long story short, he wanted to do a record together. We did it together. We shot the video, and then that happened.
Gosh.
But yeah, it was, God got other plans.
uh, Sometimes there's mysterious ways and all that. I mean, what else can you say a lot of times? Well, let me ask this, Blanco, before I let you go, before our time is up. You talked about performing live shows. Do you have some shows on the horizon? Can fans look forward to you out there rocking the stage pretty soon?
Oh yeah, I did my first show just this weekend
Oh, nice.
in Oklahoma
All right,
at
on.
downstream casino, and it was amazing. My next show is in February, and then the spring is when I really pick up and I'm doing shows and festivals and everything.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm just grateful to have the time off to regather and finish up these records so I can turn in my project and then be on the road, and it can just all work in favor of pushing the narrative and bending the envelope.
There you go. And some new tunes for people to enjoy when they're seeing you live.
Yes, sir. I have a song on there called Sooner or Later. And the song started off, he says, I wrote this song out of depression after being in the motorcycle accident, not knowing if I was going to walk again. And the words are standing on broken promises, betting on yourself when you had nothing to win, looking forward to those rainy days. Remember jumping in grandpa's 4x4, mudding with friends. But those old days you'll never forget. Time was never spent wasting them. And I say sooner or later, you have to ride alone. Sooner or later, you had to learn to grow. So take those childhood memories and turn them into your dreams, and know that it's never too late. Because sooner or later, you'll learn to love yourself. That's how we grow. That's how we grow. That's how we show up.
That's it. I mean, look, we're gonna go to the Blanco Brown show and have church. That's just what we're gonna do.
Man, I mean, I just like to share my testimony. People need to hear it. And I like to be vulnerable with folk. And after my shows, I come out and take pictures, touch hands, and I'm nothing without my fans. And I like to throw a little R in there, my friends.
My friend.
FRANS.
Well, we're gonna have a nice friendly get together when Blanco Brown hits the road. Blanco, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate you taking time to chat with me today, sir.
Man, thank you. Blessings.